Nothing lasts forever. Whether you're a great champion, a great conqueror, a great king, a great music artist, nothing lasts forever. Whether it's the hip-hop scene, the grunge scene, you have these beautiful characters that come out, these great singers, and they're just spectacular in every way, but they pass away due to heroin, gang violence, all these things. You have these champions, Mike Tyson, Ali, most recently Ilia Topuria. They have these amazing wins, this charismatic persona, these spectacular showcasings of power, elusive movements, and they all fall with time because health doesn't last, wealth doesn't last. Nothing in this world lasts forever because age, because discipline, and everything else all dwindles. You understand? But one thing that we can do to appreciate these beautiful moments, increments in time that is very strong, that's very sublime, the best thing that we can do is have humility and soak in those moments, remember those moments, thank God for those moments. You understand? Instead of saying please, say thank you, Lord. Ask God to keep eye on eye, humble, wise, smart, to protect my family, to provide me everything that I need, and to not want and desire more than I should have. Because that is where we all begin to fall. That is where we begin to see ourselves deteriorate. Public opinion and public validation can destroy you from the inside. Revenge, wrath, lust, all these things can destroy you from the inside. It'll have you jerking off on city buses, jerking off on the subway. It'll have you wanting to kill a motherfucker for crossing you or messing up your order. Your life can be destroyed as time goes by. You could be a great champion, knocking motherfuckers out, and you believe that I'm so strong, I'm so powerful, I'm so fast, I'm so focused, there's no one that can beat me, right? And then life shows you that no matter how good you think you are still a man, and nothing lasts forever. But you can do anything with the divine power. That's why you need to ask for humility, you need to ask for strength, you need to ask for wisdom, you need to ask for guidance. Make us all live forever, whether that's figuratively or literally. When Henry Hill said for as long as he could remember, he wanted to be a gangster, Because the gangsters were like movie stars with muscle. You wanted to be a monster more than you wanted to be a president. And what I wanted to say about that whole thing is it is human nature that boys want to be a part of something. They like camaraderie, Even when they go to fucking war and before they find out they're finna be slaughtered by the thousands for a rich motherfucker, they like the fact that they're together with their brothers. We're finna go fight. We're gonna do this and do that, right? Until their brothers is killed or whatever. But before then, they like the fact that they have this army, that they're part of something. That's why men want to be part of Hot Boys, Juvenile. They wanted to be a part of a certain rap group. Young Boy, when they had his group, whatever. Any group of time through history. People love a brotherhood. They love people that are in a group. And it's like 5 brothers that are all good fighters or 5 brothers that are tough, whatever. People want to be a part of it. People want to make their own group. They want to make their own thing, right? They like the camaraderie. They like the respect that it comes with it, the status. That's why men want to be Navy SEALs. They want to be in the Army. They want to be for the Rangers, right? And then if you want to be a wrestler, once you get signed, part of WWE or whatever the case may be, you're a part of something. You're a part of a company. And that is just human nature. So when you see things like Streamers University, a motherfucker asked me, are they NPCs if they apply for Streamers University? Yes, most of them are, because a lot of them don't do content, and a lot of them are just trying to be a part of something just because. But if you make content and you're using Streamers University for publicity, you're using it to have more eyes on you and your work that you've been building, you're not an NPC, you're following your dream. But if you're standing in a fucking line with a whole bunch of people and the only thing that you posted on your page was you in a fucking outfit from Jimmy Jazz, all you post is plates of food or maybe a picture every now and then of you and your friends playing laser tag or some shit, you don't make content. You're just a dickhead. You're following everybody else because it's like the popular thing to do. But if you're using it to leverage, I can use this to get more eyes on me, I can use this to put people on my shit, right? That's smart. That's intelligent. I applied for being a motherfucking professor there. Philosophy, human nature, and human behavior. And I'm finna make a video for that. We building our page up. Motherfuckers see me, they see us coming up. If I get into Streamers University, that's more eyes on my ass. And what do you think? What do I talk about? I talk about fucking Griffith, Alexander the Great, conquerors, warriors. The thing is, we want to live forever. We want to be in the minds of people forever. Now, all I gotta do is bring that to Streamers University and have more eyes on me, and everybody follows my indoctrination. Everybody follows my goddamn way of thinking and my philosophy. You understand what I'm talking about? So it is smart. What is a normie? A normie is a dick and balling golfer. It is a motherfucker who is a sheep. They follow what everybody says. They think how everybody thinks. They will tell you looks don't matter. You know, you're going too deep into certain things. They are a dick and golfer. And the thing about these kind of people is, whether they're handsome, whether they're nice, whatever the case may be, they will experience the truth in due time, right? And by the time they figure it out later on down the line, they be like, God damn, these motherfuckers were right, or I'm going through this and that. And we're like, motherfucker, we told you, you're a normie, you're a dick sucker, right? Normies feel like they're the smart ones. They're really the dumbasses. They're the ones who follow everybody else. These are the stupid motherfuckers who work 9 to 5 all their fucking life. These are the dumb motherfuckers who would try to stop you from chasing your dream. These are the stupid motherfuckers who deny looks, who deny personality, who deny genetic determinism. They're a dumb fuck. As far as the black pill, yes, some of the things are extreme. Some of the things are doomer-like. Fact is, it's really just psychology. It's philosophy, genetic determinism. These are things that are based in genetic evolution and just common sense, mental. And when you study it, you understand that it's human nature, it's human behavior. And sure, there's a lot of things that could be said that are like, oh, that's too doomer, that's too dark, you know. Yeah, some of the things that they say, you know, is completely giving up on life and things like that. That's not true. But at the same time, a lot of things is genetic determined. It's genetically determined. And you're a fucking normie. You're a cocksucker. You believe in everything that women have told you. You believe everything that your mom told you. You follow the same footsteps as your cocksucking dad. You know what I'm saying? Your simp ass cuck dad. Feel me? You're a fucking cocksucker. The elegance, the class, allure, and mystique of women is all orchestrated by men. And women that are trying to dismantle the patriarchy are starting to find that out. But throughout history, whether it was kings or laws, Bible, anything like that, they all had ways to basically make a woman, you know, the idea of a woman. Women aren't naturally classy. They're not naturally elegant. Men make them like that. And men, in overall, make women special. They put women on a pedestal and they give them this innocent look, you know, this innocent aura about them. Women naturally have no fucking agency. They have no grounding. They have no standing. That's why many philosophers and many authors always write that women are like children, because their natural nature is to rely on men. When they have no stability or anything like that, they just move wild. They move any way they want to. So what do I mean? We make them elegant. We make them classy. Women aren't just natural women with class or very elegant. This has been orchestrated by kings, orchestrated by men of power, and women that are commoners or simple women, they follow the women that are in power. They follow the women that are queens. Laws that are written for women, right? To uphold the patriarchy. I'm going to say uphold the patriarchy because that's what they always say all the time, right? So what does this mean? Well, if you want to truly dismantle the patriarchy, then you have to understand that the true nature of woman is not that beautiful. It's not that elegant. It's not that special. And women will probably agree with this video at first until they realize what it actually means when you find out that actual nature of a woman isn't special. It's not really great. The most special thing that she can do is create life. But one of the things that they're doing to dismantle patriarchy is saying, well, that's not what we're just made for. We're going to do more than that, right? But that is the most special part of you, is creation. As women today have started to stray away from these old traditions and things like that, you see that they're not special. Even women themselves start to say, what happened to women being mystique and classic and things like that? It doesn't exist anymore because they're trying to, they're trying to dismantle the patriarchy. And what you realize is all this patriarchal talk and things like that, men created the beauty of women. They created the idea of a woman. Now, the natural nature for both men and women rely on men. Whether you believe in Adam and Eve or cave men and cave women rely on men, and men are the providers. Now, if you want to deny your nature as far as relying on men and having babies for men, then men can deny providing for you, right? But you would call him a weak man, saying, I don't want to provide for a woman. I don't want to do this for a woman, right? But that's his nature. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to help you, and you're supposed to rely on him. You're a helpmate. Feel me? Let's get to it, man. Why Bane from The Dark Knight Rises wasn't in the wrong. See, Bane was a vigilante. He was a good man in his own mind and his own right. He was damaged and tortured by a false ideology. He was raised in, like he said, darkness, in a pit. He was completely loyal to Ra's al Ghul's daughter. And the ideology he was brought up on was the fact that Gotham was a corrupt city, corrupt governors, corrupt lawyers, corrupt police, and it had a lot of criminals that was tearing the city down from the inside. And his way to beat this was to go in, give the people false hope, and show what Gotham could be, just to show them the reality of what it is. Feel me? That was his whole goal. That was his whole thing. And he was harsh and hardcore like that because That's where he came from. He came from a fucking pit full of criminals. His methods were very brutal. It was very savage because this is the type of person he grew to become. The type of people he was around were criminals. But he was a protector of Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and he did believe in bringing justice towards people who lie to people, who snake people. He was an honest man. You understand what I'm talking about? He was an honest man. He was a poetic man. And the difference between him and Batman is Batman had a brighter upbringing, right? He knew what it was like to have a mother and a father. And even when they passed away, he had the butler. He had people around him that teach him right from wrong and things like that. Bane was a straight savage because that's all he knew. If he was raised like Bruce Wayne, he may have been like Bruce Wayne. Feel me? Batman is a master coper. Bane and Ra's al Ghul is not. See, Batman believes in reform and he believes in redemption for these crazy criminals, these evil, monstrous villains. Whereas Bane and Ra's al Ghul, if they have the opportunity, they will ask you out. They believe in taking your ass off the fucking earth. Now, as people who come from a Christian background, you know, we don't believe in playing God or nothing like that. But in a world like this, these motherfuckers are like, they're the judge, they're the executioner. And the black pill is, them niggas is not going to change. Them criminals is not going to change. We see this time and time again when Batman tries to save them. They break out of prison over and over again, and they end up killing more people. They end up doing more things, and he keeps trying to save them. He keeps trying to talk them down. He keeps trying to make them remember their past. It doesn't fucking work. Versus Bane and Ra's al Ghul, them niggas will take your ass off the earth. Bane is a product of his environment and his teachings, his ideology. He doesn't know anything else but the League of Shadows and where he was born at. A lot of people may get confused because at the end of the movie Dark Knight Rises, it is revealed that Talia is the one that escapes. No, both of them were born in the pit. Bane and Talia were both born in the pit. And for people who don't want to do research, he says it in the film, one of his famous quotes, "You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it." He means that literally and figuratively. So from a philosophical standpoint, Bane was doing what he thought was right. He was doing what he thought was correct. And he already had a good heart because he was a solid protector. And he pledged loyalty to the person he saved and felt like he owed his life to, right? He was indebted to Talia, and Talia saved his life. You know what I mean? So we know that from him saving her and protecting her and being loyal, he genetically has a good heart. He has a good character. He also has a very high IQ. That's why he is so poetic. That's why he's able to read people. He's able to understand people. Versus Batman. Batman is a vigilante. He's rich. He's smart. But at the same time, he believes that people can be saved. Like in the show Dexter, when that goddamn pedophile was looking at shit on the goddamn TV and he was doing this and that. And he said, I can change. I can change. And Dexter says, it's impossible. We are what we are. Bane understands that.